Okay, so we went through using command prompt for your Java exercises and Notepad++. That is very useful. Here is your Java JDK. Um, you have your OOP here that you can download on your computer. It's all the information is here, all the web courses for OOP, all that crap that you can find here, which is very kind of just thrown in. Maybe, maybe not. So far, we went through this and this, so it seems like we are going in some order, but it's all in here, and you can download it and have it on your computer so you can access the codes, and it's just easier than web courses. Okay, so now let's have a look at the Cloud IDE. IDE is, I think, integrated development environment. I think Google it. IDE, integrated development environment. I think that's it. Anyway, so let's go to the place called www.codeanywhere.com, I think. Code Anywhere. Yes. So I have my account there for my personal email, so I'm gonna sign up for and use my D171-243-90, I think, at mydit.com, EIE. And password, just one password? Oh no, I can just click here. Sign with Google. I just remembered. So I use one of my many, and that's the one here. That was easy. Ah, yeah, it's gonna ask me first to, why is it dark? I think my screen is, yeah, I have half an hour. Ah, that's enough. That's enough. I have to go to my Gmail. Oh no, don't look at my Gmail. Too much porn. I don't watch porn. Okay. Let's go here. Stop loading. I only want you. Yes, I have my Code Anywhere team saying, please confirm that you want an account there successfully. Blah, blah, blah. Go to editor. Okay. So I turn that, close that. And it's going to ask me the main thing. It's pretty cool because you can connect with your Dropbox, Google Drive, so you can make backups and stuff. You can connect to your GitHub. That I'm trying to wrap my head around, and I'll try to find a way to do it in a most professional way to be connected to your GitHub. So we start using GitHub, which is very, very important very soon. So let's give it a name. Let's call it OOP. Okay, that's going to be our container where we keep our files. And then we want to use Java. Let's look for Java here. There. That's our Java, and that's going to be stack blah blah blah. I'm not sure. Ah, yeah. So we have CentOS and Ubuntu. I think Ubuntu is more something that we want to use. I don't know what CentOS is, so I'm going to stay with Ubuntu, which is Linux. It's like one of the versions of Linux, Ubuntu. I hope I pronounce it correctly. I think it was a Swedish guy who made it, so probably there is a Swedish way to call it, to pronounce it. Anyway, so that's gonna set the things up. I don't really know that service very very well yet. I just found it and I find it very kind of intuitive so far. So I'm gonna just make this for you so you know how to start your practicing. It's very very important for us to kind of keep practicing throughout the semester so we don't get we don't wake up at the very end of the semester thinking, oh no, I don't know my Java because I didn't know how to use it. And I in fairness, I don't think it was explained like thoroughly enough. Maybe during the labs, probably. Yeah, I'm not going. So maybe, yeah. Sorry, John. Probably you're doing a very good job. Okay, so here is a bit of like um, explanation how it works. Here I can see there's some um, ports or whatever that we can access HTTPS. Yes, so if you have something that you want to create in HTML and make like applications, web applications, you can use those links, and they're associated with your account, which is pretty cool. But let's keep it open. Like, I'm not gonna close these tabs. This tab here, I closed it once and I couldn't find a way to open this is the terminal you see here. It looks like a little terminal kind of icon, and it means, and you can see it is a terminal, just like the prompt command that I showed before. So this is like the Linux terminal where you just write things that you want to do, and it does it for you, just the same way as in the command prompt that I found here. So it's slightly different because on command prompt you saw it's your computer. It goes to C, that you're very familiar with. You can go to C, to folders, to different folders, program files, to your own like places. You can just copy the addresses from here and you can just go there. So you can manipulate your own computer. In here it's kind of like in the cloud somewhere, and so you're kind of, if you go to CD, to the root, this is how you go to the root place, to the root directory. So this is just like ca box at box dash code anywhere, and that's your root. Okay, so you want to go to workspace, as probably this is like your workspace here. So always remember not to go to the root, just back to workspace. So cd workspace, enter. Oop, cd workspace. Oh, sorry. So this thingy here, slash, it's on the left underneath escape, and if you press and hold shift and underneath sorry, space, underneath escape, there's this, I don't know how it's called, slash workspace, enter, and we are there. And then let's say I'm gonna just make a test. Well, I'm gonna do it the way you probably want to do it. So let's go. We have our OOP. Maybe don't call it OOP. Maybe just call it Java or your name, like Marek Kubiak. And then I'm gonna create a new folder. So mk, like make, dir, like directory, and then call it, say, semester 3 or DT249. I don't know. Now let's call it OOP again. No. Because my container is called OOP, I'm not going to call it OOP anymore. I'm going to call it, let's say, week 1 or week 2, because we were talking about this on week 2, during the week 2. So I'm going to create new directory. Nothing happened. And if you click here, it's not there because you kind of, it's clumsy, but you have to refresh it in here. So it's kind of awkward, but it's there. And if you write ls, you can see, oh yeah, there's week 2. Grand. Okay. So what you want to do now is, there's a couple of ways you can do it. So we know we have Java now. Probably the best way, I don't know how to make files. Let me think. If I just go and write this, so we have to go to week 2. Yeah, cd week 2, enter. And you see, I don't have to write like full directory name. So the tilde is it? Slash workspace slash week 2, because it's a relative cd, relative change directory. I'm in workspace now. Please change to week 2. So look for week 2 in workspace and go there. If I was somewhere else, if I was in some other folder that doesn't have week 2, this path here, couldn't find it, it would say, oh no, it's not there. Oh, maybe there is week 2, but it's not the week 2 that we're looking for, and it would go somewhere else. So the main thing is to remember, am I in the right folder to go to the next folder, or am I somewhere else and I want the right whole path? Because otherwise, it's either you're in that folder, you're in workspace and you go to week 2, or you're somewhere else and you have to type in all this. Okay. So we are here, and you remember this VI thing. VI is this constructor, I don't know how to call it, and it's a bit clumsy. I don't like it. I really don't like it. So I'm gonna just create a file. So you can see here there's this short explanation. Like if you type :q, it's gonna quit. If you type and enter, obviously. If you type :help, it's gonna give you help, online help. But there are just three things you have to remember. So there is, if you're here and you start writing something, oh V, wow, okay, escape. Escape is like kind of leaving the whatever you get in. So if you press I, you're in insert mode. So if you want to escape insert mode, you press escape and then you're back. So and then you can write :W, for example. That's for, and then test.java, enter, and that's it. That means we saved a file called test.java. Okay, it's empty, but it's there. So if we write I and write some code like comment for now, because I don't know Java very well, so I'm gonna just write start my class file, whatever, enter, and I will just like continue and escape and go, and now I don't have to put a name. Now I can just do :W and it knows, yeah, it's called test.java, so it's just saved. If I didn't do it the first time, if I just wrote :W the first time, it would say what's the name of the file. You have to specify it. So now it's done. So I saved my file and I can go and press right :Q, enter. So I quit. Okay, and now I'm going to go ls, enter, and there you go. There's my test Java. If you want to see ls-l, like a list, it's going to give you a list with details of this test Java. And I think Dennis explained what is that read, write, and then read. Different users have different access to your files, so you're the only one. This is you. This is write and read and write permission. Anyway, so let's try to do, what do we need to do now? Yes, so we have this file. We are in workspace week 2. So we are in the folder with test Java, and let's try. Shit. So I'm gonna reload it just to see my all my folders. Yeah, as you can see now, we have them. So I'm gonna try to open it. Double click. Brilliant. And I like this more than VI. I don't like VI at all. It's just clumsy, the same way as just as if you were using a Notepad. VI is as clumsy, as awkward as Notepad. It's just black and white. While in here, it gives you the different color, and if you write different things, you have different colors. And I'm gonna just copy and paste now because as I told you, I don't know Java very well, so I'm not gonna even try to pretend I know it. It's slightly different from C. I know C pretty well, but Java is slightly different, so I'm not gonna embarrass myself making those little mistakes. Control A, Control C for copy. Let's go here. Control V. Way better. So much prettier that way. And if you like click here, it shows you which brackets are we looking at. See, it highlighted this one and this one. So yeah, okay, we are capturing all my code in this. And then I press here. I'm looking for a second green. Yeah, that's that one. So it's fine. You can evaluate your code that way, and it's colored and it's nice and so much better that way. So you have it here. You just Control S for save, just like we did in VI with the escape :W. That's saving as well, but that's, in my opinion, so much easier. Just Control S, it's saved. So I can go back to my terminal. What's up, terminal? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so it remembered where I was before. So we are in workspace week 2. So we are in workspace. This is kind of assume that whatever is the name of your file is the workspace kind of, and then you go to week 2. Yeah, week 2, and then test Java. Okay, we have it there. So we the same way Java C test dot Java, enter. Seems like nothing happened, but probably something happened. it compiled. So let's go and go right Java test enter. Ooh, doesn't have main class, but it does. Did I save it? It seems like because of this little star asterisk, I'm not sure. Yeah, Control S. Yep, that should be it. That should be saved. No, let's delete this. We have our main here, right? So I'm gonna Control S again. Yeah. Go to my terminal. Could not find main load main class test. Does it have to be? Oh, maybe it has to be called cat. Maybe it has to be called cat. Something John mentioned that before. I'm not sure. See, I'm not very good with Java. Let's reload again, just to see if I have my test.class in the folder. Cat class. Oh, there you go. It called itself cat class. It's very interesting. All right, so it wasn't there. So I thought it's called test, but it's called cat. So whatever you call your class in here, that's going to be the name of the class file. Very interesting. I just learned something. So let's go and see. Are we in week 2? We are in week 2. So I go just and I'll go and write Java C. No, Java. Because Java. I wanna run it. Java cat enter. And we have the cat named Patches, color is Calico, blah blah blah. So it did execute, and that's how you use it here in this IDE. So that's the second way to practice your Java. So do things, command prompt and JDK, is it? Yeah, JDK and Notepad++ and command prompt. Fantastic, very good idea. You can use it, but you can use this as well. And the kind of upside of this is you can access it anywhere. So you can, like, this is a little bit abstract because like where it is, if you use Windows, it's kind of like where is this, where is the, what is that here, what is the directory to it? Like in here you can just open it, like this is the folder I was working on, this is the folder on my computer, I know how to get there, and I use the command prompt to get there and manipulate it. It's great, it's interesting. So like this is kind of like, it's Linux, it's different, it works slightly different. The thingy here seems slightly different. But at the end, if you if you forget about what's happening before this point, from that point on, it's pretty much the same, and it works pretty much the same. It's just not on your computer; it's on cloud. So the upside of it is you can access it from anywhere. So you can go to at work, and maybe you have a break or you have nothing to do for a while, and you want to just very quickly just practice your Java. Just maybe you came up with an idea you want to put on Java, put on in your code. Um, so I think it's a good idea to have both, and do both, because it's a good practice on both sides, and you can easily just copy and paste properly if you go here. Probably if I do something like say like those two, or maybe max dialog, add dialog. It seems like this dialog is too complicated, so I'm gonna just, and that seems to be also a bit complicated, but I'm gonna just like try to copy it into week 2, and ls, no, it's not there. So maybe it takes a bit more time to download information. Maybe just copy and paste, or you can still just go to your file and copy and paste and create new files, which is kind of interesting. Like you can just VI stuff and create it in here and then quit and have it in here. Or maybe if you create new file and you just write, it's a bit easier, accounts or whatever, Java, enter, you have it in there. Yeah, it's there. You just right click now. It's interesting. So it does show up when you create it through the easy way, but when you create it through prompt, prompt kind of through your command line, the terminal, it doesn't show automatically. You have to refresh. But it's good to practice that way. It's good to practice the make there or remove. That removes the file. You have to specify which file, or remove directory. That's how you. Oh, sorry, remove. That's how you remove the directory. So it's very interesting when you see that you type in things and stuff appears or disappear. But that's how it works actually. When you right click and say create new folder, it actually has to kind of send that information anyway to the computer so it understands it. Um, so it's cool to see it from that side. But yeah, you can just right click, sorry, on the correct folder, create a file, name it with Java, and then just open it and save and run it. So this is it. I think if you listen to my babbling for the whole both videos, we both learned um, a bit throughout this couple of minutes. So I hope it helps and keep studying. See you next time.